All right, welcome back. Just me and Dan today, and we're gonna do Mash City screens. So that's all the way up here, which we unlocked after train. How's it going, Dan?
Going all the way to Scandinavia. Good. How are you?
Yeah, good. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Screens is a very old level, isn't it? It's actually one of the first levels, maybe like...
It's the first one. It's the first fucking test level.
Yeah.
That we started to make.
And it was...
yeah.
Well, the first Mass City background, the first all of that was made in here, right? And then I iterated on many times. It looks actually very different, as we'll see. Yeah. All right, should we get into it then? So,
Sounds good.
A rogue faction of Corset shock troopers are launching a raid on this sector. This is very familiar to you, as you know firsthand certain people in the positions of Mass City hierarchy have attempted coups before. Progress through this sector to investigate what is happening. All right.
So yeah, no cutscenes, but there is an info link.
Mission, Kador. I give it to you. Do whatever you need to do to bring this sector back to our control.
Nice, Malachi info link.
Malachi, giving you help.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's my voice.
People will be harmed. Our grand force of the Timothy remains.
You're probably gonna get to hear it again.
Yeah, many times. Well, it still plays after you die, apparently.
With the 1st Regiment right now, both without orders to attack.
I guess I probably should have thought of that. I think I did the little boxes there. What do you think? What are you saying? Screens?
You are
It's quite a hard one, isn't it? In certain ways, I think it's one of the ones where there's all these anti-mana fields going up in the sky to try and stop you, like just teleporting and boosting through everything. So you got to kind of conserve your mana and try not to just waste it going through those anti-mana fields.
You are safe.
Wow, I really should have done something about that. Yeah,
Well,
sorry. So I did the events for this. I was feeling quite confident with it. I was kind of hyped that I could get the event thing working.
Yeah, well, because that was obviously a late addition to add this like screens and the story directly into the level, which I think is actually a really nice touch. It makes it quite a unique level. There's also these background or these sort of adverts, I guess, that when you start before Ned Smith comes on the screen. These are randomized, so there's some interesting ones. Shibuya 420. Was that supposed to be a level once? We never made.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, there's a whole character. There's a bunch of characters.
You are safe. There is no need to
Bugged you into the
Yeah, he bugged me out there.
transmission.
Oh, you get nice guns on this plasma gun.
together like
Yeah.
you and our
You gotta have something to face all of this, I suppose.
1st Regiment
Yeah,
right
these
now,
Walkatrons.
without orders to attack.
So yes, you're actually
Two
fighting.
of them, a rare
Corset.
occurrence. Yeah.
Yeah, two of them, but this one should turn around before it gets to where the other one was walking, because otherwise they'll, like I say, they'll bug out, like we said on the other episode.
I've definitely seen it bug through once.
Oh, I died.
I'm sure.
What? Oh, I etherealized through the floor.
Etherealized through the floor? Okay.
I wasn't paying attention. I thought I had slow time on.
I think that's a miss press onto the E key, right?
Yeah.
No innocent people will be harmed.
So you can take out these anti-mana fields.
Citizenry.
So, what do you think of the starting positions? You've got
No innocent people.
assassins on the roof.
Yeah, I mean
Assassins above you.
assassins are probably the harder way, but it's quite confined to fight all the like the shock trooper and the rocket guy.
1st Regiment right
So,
now.
I mean, you can just teleport out. That's definitely the easier way. Oh, Dr. Pepin,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Mana flavor. Oh yeah, and it's telling you to press to drink mana potion. So obviously
In case people forgot.
Pepin is the healer from Diablo 1. And yeah, Dr. Pepin was an old idea, right?
Yeah, it's from the wave. I think that was you or Marcus, right?
Yeah, I can't remember
It was
exactly.
Great
but-
pun.
Yeah.
I mean, should quickly just talk about the background here of like, yeah, this was so early. This is the first level, and it was like you were like, we should start off. Oh, they bugged off the
They have bugged, yeah.
floor. Wow.
It's alright. Oh my god.
If so, our nickname High Guild Cannon.
Ooh, a new transmission.
Too strong.
Yeah, it was so early. You were like, okay, let's make a hard level so that we can, you know, retract backwards. So start off with a
Of
hard
course.
level. Yeah, which is a good move, to be honest. I think
He's
even like
bugged as well.
professionals would probably endorse that. What the fuck? I've never seen so many bugged
Yeah.
at once here. That's crazy.
Just ignore that, yeah.
That's it's a problem, rendering problem with the video. Yeah. So
Oh,
this
loads of
was
them. What the
supposed to
fuck?
be.
There's even more.
Yeah. Okay. Weird. This must have been a fucking late edit problem we've done here. Something's fucked up. Shit. What? Alright, this is some late edit fucking bullshit. It hasn't been like this. Anyway. Yeah, this is supposed to be Act 4.
Yeah.
So when we first made this, it was Act 4, so... Spoiler alert, you come back to Mass City in Act 4. Also because I think we wanted loads of Shock Trooper enemies, and Shock Trooper enemies are Corset, so... You know, you'd probably be fighting Corset a bit in Act 4, or rogue things. And then, as the level progressed, as the making of the game progressed, we realized that we probably weren't going to be making Act 4 anytime soon. So, another idea of the trait boxes was that they would... Not trait boxes, the coin hoards, which are the red boxes you collect with spades on some levels. Right now they unlock alternate runs, right? But one of
like
the
different game
early
modes,
ideas
yeah.
for
Tarnet is unperturbed.
yeah, one of the early ideas for those was
Citizenry.
it's great, by the way, that you still get taken out by a classic fucking rocket turret, classic enemy. Yeah, one of the old ideas for those was that you would unlock coins and they would unlock flashback levels with a fucking flashback arc. So instead of this being an Act 4 level, the idea was to change it to a flashback level where you're part of Gymnasium's coup, attempted coup.
Citizenry.
Oh, that was a good effort.
Yeah.
And then, like the level you would unlock would be dependent on the coin that you collect from the coin hoard. You could actually like go into the achievements page or the awards page and actually like click on each individual coin, and the date it was minted would relate to the level, or the thing on the tail side would relate.
I don't know
to
if
the
I
fucking
even
level or
like
something.
realized that was a plan for the coin hoards at any point, to be honest. Then.
Well, it was an early consideration, but like it involved like finalizing a lot of lore to bother like fucking making
Yeah.
that happen. And then The Last of Us 2 came out, and I watched a bit of a let's play of that, and it was just they did that. You go around collecting
Bastards.
coins, and yeah, I know, but at that
Well,
time I wasn't
you
like,
collect
I wasn't-
coins and it unlocks flashbacks.
No, but you can collect coins and they unlock something, and the player looks at them and stuff. But
I mean,
even
that's sort of
then,
classic
I,
thing anyway. It's like I'm
Oh,
sure
sorry, say that
I'm
again,
sure
please.
loads of games do that kind of thing.
Maybe, yeah. But even at the time of thinking of that, it was kind of like I wasn't feeling that idea strongly either, so I was okay to say goodbye to it.
Well, I think with the
so-
coin hoards,
and
we just
then-
didn't know
yeah.
what they were.
Even if so,
You know, we weren't sure what they should do. You know, for ages. So they were in the game, but they didn't do anything.
south. That land.
Anyway, so
Right. Well, we put it on the. I mean, I was okay with that idea for a while, but as the deadline was
There is no
approaching, it was kind of like probably not going to have a flashback act, and if we do, it's just going to be these 2 levels, this and another rooftop level, which gets unlocked after this level. But then when we came back to movement after like a fucking 5-year hiatus, it was kind of like, you know, you're not the only one like taking advantage of this siege, and neither of the 1st Regiment, and you know, you've got to make the mass city feel fleshed out as this kind of, you know, there's got to be more divided factions and more infighting
and I think
stuff,
especially
so,
like you know, it fits with what happened in Airport with Abbey Mountain and all of that betraying, and you're fighting some shock troopers there. Like I do think it really works here, to be honest. Like
yeah, no, so it was a good, it's another thing that, like, you know, things get delayed and you do it tardy, but it actually works out sometimes when you do that. Well, quite often, a lot of times. I mean, of course something's going to work out great when you're given the time to kind of fucking mature a bit, and or have ideas develop slowly, and you know, and have time to see what's really sticking out as lacking, kind of thing. So yeah, no, this was a good example of that. Hence why there's no cutscenes around here, really, because the ideas, like, there's not even written cutscenes. I'm thinking like it might open with an info link cutscene where Bellic or Hex is talking to you, and then Malachi joins, and Bellic gets scared and fucks off, and then, you know, because Malachi and Kador don't really interact that much. There's only one scene written where they talk, and that's supposed to be at the start of Corset Tower, where Malachi interrogates Kador and gets a bit sadistic with him, and their dynamic is kind of shown there. But like, I mean, Malachi's kind of set up as like a dark figure, but at this point directly, you haven't seen any way that he's an actual threat to Kador personally. So, you know, so yeah, that would be another fucking good scene to include, the one at the start of Corset Tower, like some scene between Malachi and fucking Kador.
The contact. Relations with the Eastern Kingdom remain as they were. There has been no dire call for a meeting among mass city conglomerates. And as always, I'll go.
I don't see anything though. I might need to see this.
Yes, alright.
Okay, that's good.
At our discretion.
What ails you, my friend?
oh
So,
look,
what are you saying?
there's the other Dr. Pippin.
Nice.
Health potions, salesman. Yeah, you see this Virgo here. This is early.
Get a tattoo. You got a problem, talk to them, Quinn. Get on Stevia, brother.
I forgot I made sounds for this.
Believe player.
So these kinds of
Well, yeah.
NPCs that you just talk to like this, I think that he was the very first one
Was a homeboy.
with these exact lines.
Maria has everlasting forever fuel.
So he's like a gang member who's friends with Dan Quinn, basically.
Reply.
So one of the Vargos.
This
And,
she daisy she. Get a tattoo.
So he's got some weird text-to-speech voice. Anyway.
Yeah, I wondered for a long time, like, what you're actually going to do for the audio for that.
I think it's a very late addition, to be honest. I think it's Dutch. I think I put it as a Dutch text-to-speech voice and just put in those lines. That's what it came out with.
Not bad. Level layout. What are you feeling? I like the level layout, actually.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
I think it's good because you can't boost through it because of all the anti-mana fields. You know, you can't skip it super easily, and then it sort of gets you going up and down a bit, or you can teleport through and just take the anti-mana, blow up the mana fields, and get out. You know, there's multiple ways through it. So I'm trying to take it
also
somewhat
not too
carefully.
overwhelming. I mean, the start is a heavy.
Yeah, it
setup for
slows
what you've
down
gotta go
after that.
against.
Yeah.
Right. it
But
becomes a bit
that
more
works then,
manageable,
because
but,
if you
like,
die,
yeah.
then you know you don't have to restart like loads and loads of stuff. It's also fairly short. Like I'm actually quite near the end now.
What ails you?
Yeah. It actually comes like a good part as well in Act 1 now, because this part, don't underestimate this part. Any player playing the game, like like I've died here a few times, thinking that you can take it.
Such a great countryman. And as for the circulating other murders, such as Nikolai.
I like your performance here a lot. I think this was, you've done Ned Smith a few times here. You've done a few podcasts.
Thanks. Oh, nice Star Trek reference. Yeah, the yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm definitely not an actor, so I think you managed to coach me to come out with something.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, I did. It was, you feel a bit awkward at first or whatever, but it's definitely, you get into it and then it's a bit more fun, yeah. I think I did have fun, yeah.
Just gonna go over the top with this one. And then, I
don't know what it'd
be like for a production where you can't, yeah.
I think that's sort of why it's a bit more fun as well, because it's just like, yeah, just go completely over the top and let's just go.
Have you forgotten your profession for request for communication?
Who did this voice?
Don't forget.
So this is Elliot T, who also does Willie Colon? No, Hector. No, not Willie Colon. So Willie Colon and Hector Lavoe are Puerto Rican singers from the fucking 70s or something.
Oh, man,
but I inverted their names to be Willie Lavoe and Hector Colon. So I can't remember which is which. I think Hector Colon is the guy who's got octagonal glasses, and
right.
he's also voiced by fucking Elliot T. They're like two of the fucking Southern faction people. Two of them are heads of the Circle of 13 or some shit. Don't worry about that. Yeah, he does his voice. He also does Alcides, who is one of the Triboard members, the Irish fucking alien looking one.
God, yeah.
Who has like 2 lines. Yeah, so he's also the Cypunk there, who comes on the screen, called Xanthophobia, who's actually head of the Cypunks at the moment in the story. Yeah, Cypunks are referenced a bit here and there. Again, they would have been in a full cutscene at the start of Timothy Station, talking Hawaiian Baby Woodrose and stuff. They're good. They're like, yeah, they're good characters. You can see a whole set of bios about them in fucking Corset Tower on Malachi's computer, if you're interested in more lore.
Oh, I'm sure we'll get there eventually.
Yeah. How long is that fucking level gonna do a video for, man?
Yeah.
More than an hour.
I'll probably need cheats to do some of the harder bits of it too, man.
No need to remove the 1st Regiment from the south. That land.
Yeah. Anyway,
These rumors of a new.
I don't know. Yeah, I was going to talk about this truck, but.
Oh yeah.
Well, just that it was like poorly drawn paint filler for ages, and then you finally got around to doing it like right at the end. It looks great.
Yeah, wasn't it like a square that said truck on it?
Yeah, well, it had like wheels. It was bright pink. So every time I see this truck, I'm like, yeah, we actually got around to polishing this. That's nice.
I also like the little. I remember texting you because I really wanted those little. You see where on the truck the little protruding piece of metal on the top, the 2 pieces either end. Yeah, like I was like, like it's supposed to be like anti-protester vehicle, and it's like I need to make the enemies be able to shoot through it, but you can't, kind of thing. And you told me how to do that.
Oh, they do that? Nice.
Yeah.
Apparently
there's a little thing between the wheels down there.
Apparently you can
What's
blow this
that?
up. Oh wow, okay, nice. Oh, what? It's got health, but it doesn't get destroyed. It was negative.
I didn't notice that.
We need to add that.
I didn't notice the health goes down. Okay, shit.
We need to add that on the Oh yeah, look at this key card.
So
Is that-
some vision mode shit. Huh?
Oh wow, nice. I don't know if I knew that. Maybe I did.
Probably.
Achieving Molten Milkman, nice.
Yeah,
Is the
unfortunately,
date
sorry.
when the commune ruled the most powerful city in the world. What the fuck does that say?
2 million people.
Oh, that's much more easy to read. Stupid vision mode.
Just got to go to the best vision mode, basically, the third one, right?
Yeah. I'll try and do the other way in, which you teleport in here. Oh, there's a trade box in there, nice. Then you can drink potions and get out again.
Gotta be careful of that turret. Nice.
Unfortunately, minigun's really good.
Yeah,
Oh man, enforce a drone.
force the drone. So yeah, I also like the they're good fucking broadcasts here as well. They kind of come back to some forgotten points that have been in the story since the beginning, I guess, and kind of like, you know,
What, like
and
Ned
some of
Smith
your
related stuff, you
actions as
mean?
well. Yeah, and also your actions as well as a player. It's kind of like, you know, showing they've had an effect as well. The fact that, you know, at sea base you launched a fucking nuke, you know, it's kind of an effect, you know, kind of an event. And stuff like that. Michael Dawn being thrown out a window, blah blah blah.
Oh, he mentions all that, does he? Can't
Yeah.
remember. I wasn't paying attention this time.
And fair enough. It's, I mean, I like that as well. That it's kind of in the background and at your leisure to pay attention.
Yeah,
to.
because you have to like pay attention to the level. It's like,
Right. And you probably won't be able to hear things over like fucking shooting.
Yeah.
I like the adverts too. I think I've got that's some of those are some genuine opinions on what I think advertising and our fucking narcissistic distraction culture is, but you know, whatever.
yeah, and then there's a Luca Turilli one, which I mean, is that
Yeah.
I can't remember why. I guess Marcus used to like Luca Turilli. I don't know if there's
So the
any
hard
more
part-
beyond it. Yeah, what was the key code for?
There's a secret at the top, kind of where you are. So in the building,
In here?
yeah, you can see it there.
Has not
Yeah.
been called in for contact. Relations with the Eastern Kingdom remain as
Be
they
careful
were.
and be ready to be quick
For a meeting among mass city conglomerates. And
if
as
you
always,
use it.
Gold
You might have to have teleport equipped.
wish to see
Yeah.
their remarks.
That was my plan. Oh my god. That's not what I was expecting.
Mourn our great president, Michael Dawn. His death was natural and peaceful. We will hold elections in the coming days.
Alright, well, trait box.
Who else can perhaps become such a great countryman? And as for the circulating rumours about other murders, such as Nikolai Zamanov, we have no evidence to confirm.
Hey, okay.
The reports I have in front of me show that planes are landing safely in the airports. No
I see
Yeah, I'm sure-
reference to.
information is being leaked. Our agents are loyal, and our neighbours are.
So he's just
I'm sure
propagandizing.
No
yeah.
foes are-
I think, yeah, he's kind of lying about everything here at one point.
Everything's fine.
And the transportation is free. Wonderful!
Nice.
Uh,
Right. Yeah, this bit's hard
speaking
because
of
of the dogs.
dogs.
Yeah, and you can't
Yeah.
lay them up either with the shock rifle, can you? It's too much. Yeah, doesn't reach.
Yeah, I think the walls are maybe too thick. Yeah.
So how are we gonna do it? Maybe I'll
But
do.
I think the line of sight of two of them is bugged out anyway. So I think
Do we
we'll
just have to
do
get in this
one. I think
door?
it's a-
Oh, you have to kill them all and then get in the
Pardon?
door. I can't remember what you
yeah,
do.
I think it's a slow time job in my opinion, but I don't know how you do it.
Try and blow them up. Yeah. I don't have that many potions
nice.
though. Oh man.
Oh.
And I even got objective complete there somehow. Is that just when you teleport in?
I mean, with the objective complete, like, prompts, they're, like, very kind of, like, a lot of the time it's, like...
It's just if you go near there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I needed to make it... Like, I was just putting in those objectives, like, towards the end. And it just... I was a little bit lazy with them, but also it's just, like... It needs to happen before you win, but... I guess it could happen like exactly when you win, but
to be honest, yeah.
I was a bit more lazy
sure
with
as
it
well
than it could have
myself whenever I had to stick some objective markers in, just because I wasn't sure how the timing would work and stuff, so I kind of just eyeballed it. And I think the precedent had been set by you as well. I think some things you did that too. It's like, well, fuck it, fair enough. But also, yeah, it's actually alright to see like little problems like that if we ever do a fucking polished version. Some of them shouldn't be too bad to do. Though the more I say it, again, it's just like, oh my god, there's so much. And like you said, I'm still a bit fucking burned out and some of that fucking shit. I mean, I'm okay to like not look at it on a production level. Anyway, I'm fucking rambling. Yeah, these buildings, a lot of those, I mean, some of the buildings are reused. Actually, those 3 buildings behind the advertisements there, they're very old buildings. I think those are some of the first detailed buildings we did. I think that one on the left you can see is one Marcus made. It's supposed to look like a penis, I think, right?
Alright,
or it's gonna be, it's penis inspired.
Did Marcus make that? I didn't realise.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's one of his. I think he copied the kind of general color scheme quite well. I remember him commenting on the, you know, the bad proportions of the second building you can see with the white background there. But the door in the background is probably a bit too big, obviously.
Yeah,
there's the guitar player.
Yeah. Luca Turilli.
I have no idea who that is. I had to YouTube.
Oh, he's from Rhapsody, or Rhapsody of Fire, as they rename themselves to. Yeah, he's... I think we got spammed by some Rhapsody, like Luca Turilli's Neoclassical Revolution thing. Oh, the call dropped again, but we'll just go back on. Anyway, alright, let's try and win this time. Try and do that hard bit. That's that last bit's really tricky. And oh good, he bugged out. That made it easier.
Yeah. Also, you know, it's very harsh as well that there's no wall on your right side, so you can get knocked off the edge of the screen as well.
I didn't even realise that.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
I think, I mean, fortunately the level's short enough that, and you don't have to kill everyone. I was sort of more patiently killing everyone earlier, but you can sort of teleport, but you can't do it like super easily.
Well, I've said it before. That's the kind of stinging thing about the game. Like, it's you kill everyone on the way because that's the game and it's fun to do. But then, you know, you get insta-killed, you get frustrated about how that's fucking happened to you. So you're just like, oh, fuck, I gotta do all that again? And then you don't. Yeah, those dogs are definitely bugged out. A couple of them. They don't seem to chase you at all.
I
think it's something to do with
died there.
the edge of the screen that they're in.
Maybe.
Right? I don't know, they're so close to the edge of the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Nice.
That was tense. I ran out of health potions at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, what can you say overall? Yeah, a very early level that conceptually went through a lot of different things and then came together really, really well, in my opinion, right at the end. With and I also like the screen edition, especially since it's not evident because so many of Ned Smith's broadcasts that are supposed to occur in cutscenes haven't made it into the game. But the whole concept of the screens and the propaganda of the country is such a big concept that it had to make an actual in-game appearance. If
Yeah,
it didn't
you
make
do.
A fucking cutscene
You really
appearance.
do get that in this level, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it had to, so it's good that it is. I mean, to spoiler alert, I mean, the whole ethos of Hex Vibrato's fucking motivation is to make any effective change, you gotta hijack the screens. I mean, that's his thing. So, you know, they're a big thing, screens. That's why the level's called screens, you know. Anyway.
Yeah, but it makes it kind of more unique, like, I think. And again, it's a little nice step up with the guns and the slightly more difficult enemies and stuff. So, yeah,
Right.
it's kind of a nice one from that perspective. It's just like fighting slightly different enemies. And yeah, it kind of, even though it's the first level, it ended up as quite a unique one, I think.
Right. No, yeah, definitely got some unique stuff there, and like a little bit harder than the other Mass City levels you have at that part. But again,
yeah, and like
not
more
mandatory
confined as well,
complete.
because like, you know, often you're on the rooftop and you're boosting around a load and all of this. Whereas here you're a bit more confined. There's walls and like anti-mana fields stopping you from flying around too much.
Yeah, it's actually that's great. The anti-mana fields just fucking, because that hasn't really been under threat much, you know.
Oh, we got an Eastern Kingdom
But
level.
oh, great.
Oh, it's Act 2, is it? Or Sector, as it's called.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Nice. I guess
That's
because
good
that
news.
was another really early level where it was the whole plan was to have it be flying around a bit more, like a more that kind of sort of different idea for what the game could have been, I guess, like rather than fighting enemies, which it turned out to be more of a like mystery boosting around. This is like very tight sort of flying puzzle game almost, like, and skill game.
Right. I mean, I guess we could talk about it when we play it, but like, you know, exactly. I think Act 2, well, the setting of Eastern Kingdom, I think was, exactly as you say, supposed to be kind of like more in tune with the mechanics of like Kador's abilities to fucking, you know, like
some of them
architecture's not supposed to make any fucking sense.
Yeah, like Shore or whatever, which again we'll get to later, but that's like that as well, isn't it? The one you made.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, it will all make sense when we get to fucking Lab, basically, which is the alpha level, right? Not in that modern sense, but the alpha version of the game engine. And the level that
which there is actually it probably doesn't. I'm sure it's gone down now, but we did release that years and years ago. We released the early version of that
It's probably on MMF. Was it linked to QuoteCats or?
Yeah, it was on. It was on.
It
was on QuoteCats
website.
Well, Daily Click, you need a link somewhere else, I think. Actually, no. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You need a link somewhere else. So I think it was on QuoteCats, and then it's gone. And I don't know if I have that version anymore, but someone might on a computer somewhere. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, let's leave it there then. But
nice.
Yeah, it's a nice level. Yeah. Oh, and we've also obviously unlocked this next part as well. I didn't mention that, but
to actually follow up that whole coup thing. Maybe we get a guest on that.
Yeah, we'll try and, because we've got more Malachi there, so we'll try and get that on for that, Danji, but we'll see if we can make it. Anyway, cool. See you next time.
Later, boys.